When it's a cold day in the Pacific Northwest, what's a better way to spend it than behind the wheel of a beefy work truck? Add to the fact that it's an EarthCruiser core dual cab chassis, and you have my idea of perfection. I'm Lauren Fletcher, executive editor of Work Truck. In this episode of Truck Chat in the driver's seat, I sat behind the wheel of EarthCruiser's newest offering for its commercial off-road equipment, or core, lineup. We deployed it to the high desert just east of my hometown in Bend, Oregon, and EarthCruiser's U.S. headquarters to see how it handled on icy, snowy city roads and even icier, rutted dirt roads. When I arrived at the headquarters office, the newest addition to the core lineup waited for me, a white beacon of solid craftsmanship and capability. The dual cab chassis' top benefit is the ability to carry even more personnel, gear, and equipment to an emergency or for rural utility needs. We loaded the truck up with 4 adults, which was quite comfortable, and headed out of town. The truck took on the city roads without issue, and no weight loaded down in the back. Once we left pavement for dirt, the only noticeable difference was the slightly bumpier ride. The traction held solid, and washboards and ruts were not even a challenge. As we drove over to the top of China Hat Butte for a gorgeous 360-degree view of Central Oregon, I saw how the truck handled even the steepest, rockiest, iciest sections of road. After a few rooster tails and some giant puddles, it was my turn to take the wheel. I plunged up a rutted, steep road while trying not to think of the rolled over cars a few trails down, and made it to the top without even breaking a sweat. I drove around several smaller, rutted, icy, and puddle-filled roads and felt the capability beneath my feet taking me exactly where I needed to go. The newest model is built on a Chevrolet LCF or Isuzu NPR gas C-channel straight frame. Anyone who's driven a Chevrolet or Isuzu cab over knows these trucks are solid. But when EarthCruiser gets its hands on a truck, it goes from solid to torture-proof. With a smaller footprint of only 81 inches, we maneuvered through the forest trails and avoided the deeper ruts with ease. Having stemmed from more than 2 decades of experience building, field testing, and traveling in expedition vehicles, the core chassis lineup is designed and tested for the U.S. market, while it also works globally. Today, these trucks have already been put to the test in real-world fleet applications. Core vehicles have been in active support of multiple Oregon fire departments. The vehicles were awarded as part of a contract with the Oregon Military Department and the Oregon Office of Emergency Management for the State Preparedness and Incident Response Equipment for high-axle water rescue vehicles to support state-driven emergency preparedness and response at the local level. With an extremely high clearance, 4x4 capabilities, and room for up to 6 adults, the EarthCruiser Core dual cab chassis is an absolute workhorse for vocational fleets that need to get their job done in all the incredible and varied regions of the United States. A few potential commercial applications include remote terrain high-axle rescue, wildland firefighting, mobile command and control stations, homeland security, and much more. From the urban jungle to the forest, desert, and everything in between, fleets can depend on the core chassis to get the job done, safely and in style. For additional specs and information on EarthCruiser's core lineup, be sure to check out the links below. And don't forget, hit that like button and subscribe to Truck Chat so you never miss an interview, vehicle walkaround, or ride and drive review.